Is there anything else we should? I have funds. If there's anything else you think would be helpful.
Well, Jackson, he kind of takes a look at you, and you're sort of a little bit of your emaciated state, and goes like, "Well, I've gathered most of the supplies. It is going to be a bit of a long trip. Any type of first aid materials, and alcohol. Hint, hint. Uh, that would be.
Oh, I don't drink.
Yeah, it's just for wounds in case like we get any scratches or
Oh,
anything like that. Disinfectant.
of course.
So different stuff like that. That's probably the main thing. At least with how what we've all kind of gone through. Definitely any type of just weapons for self defense. I don't expect anything. We're going to be getting a massive head start, but you
Okay.
never know. Any type of
All right.
self defense.
Did you? I have guns. Did you need anything?
Right now, I don't. There are some things we may want to pick up once we get to Puno, so don't spend all your money in one place. But for right
Um,
now, uh, we should be okay to make the trip.
okay. I'll look into the first aid angle.
Perfect, perfect.
I'll buy a first aid kit too.
I'll start getting everything uh ready to leave while you guys are kind of packing the rest of your stuff.
How much was the first aid kit again?
How much did I
It
say it
was
was?
$5
Yeah,
a
5 bucks.
piece.
Okay.
And then
And the
can I
booze?
also get a lighter?
Nice.
That is a
Yeah.
wonderful idea. Yes, you can for 25 cents.
Yes.
Do you have that kind of money?
I have $5 whole left.
A whole
Rolling in it.
The
$5.
the discrepancy between amount of cash
I don't
carried
mind
on
buying
us.
it.
That's capitalism for you.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
Vegas, baby.
How much for the booze?
It'd be $2 per booze per
Okay.
bottle.
I just pictured Dr. Franklin stumbling in with 10 bottles of alcohol. Just
You never know when you might need it, especially since one of you
Josie
was smart enough to get the lighter.
Josie looks up at him holding one single bottle of alcohol.
I have
I swear I
I
do
have the
not have
sudden
a drinking problem,
impulse.
Josie.
I have the sudden impulse to buy a bunch of cloth rags.
I didn't.
Right?
Mmm.
Oh well,
Interesting.
I have a ruined dress.
That's true. There
That'll
is
do.
a ruined dress.
I
You know,
was
you
going to
know,
send it
I,
out for repair, but I don't know that
I
will
should
be
I should probably lean on you all to
accurate.
guide me. I have plenty of cash to spend, and normally my expeditions are pretty uneventful. I spend them mostly on scientific endeavors. But if there's anything you can think of that we would need, I bought a couple first aid kits, bottles of alcohol. It can be used to, well, if having a really bad day, or to sanitize a wound for doing things. And I bought a revolver thanks to your suggestion, Jethro. Good man.
Well, if you I
Also,
mean, unless you got plans for ballroom dancing, I could take that dress and cut it into strips.
oh, this dress wouldn't that dress wouldn't be suitable for ballroom dancing. Um,
Well, yeah, I didn't figure.
uh, sure, I can easily. I mean, I packed plenty anyways.
All right.
Replace it.
Where'd you put it?
Um, oh, it's in the room. I can. Would you like it now?
Yeah, go grab it and I'll cut it up. Won't
All
hurt to
right.
have some form of
Wait.
bandage or just disinfectant cloth.
She gives you the dress, which is more like a two-piece top and skirt that basically
James goes,
overdress.
"Oh wow, well this thing is pretty spiffy."
Interesting. You guys figured out how to make Molotovs. Very interesting.
And James is going to take his own pocket knife and cut it up into strips.
Very good. So, some nice, easy prep for you guys before making the trip. So, the trip getting to Puno first, which is the other, is a smaller city off of the, not city, but it's like a little village town. It's off of the coast of Lake Titicaca, which is funny word.
Yeah.
And it's essentially where you'll be stopping, and then you'll be heading to this pyramid ruins from there. So the way that it goes is Jackson Elias is going first. You're going to be going on a steamer on the water. So you'll be traveling kind of from a boat. You'll be traveling along the coast down from Peru, and then once you get to Melendo, uh, which is another little coastal city there, uh, you'll be renting some trucks and then going kind of up the highlands to Puno. Eventually, due to the location, you'll have to ditch those trucks on kind of like mules and stuff and then go get to those kind of ruins. So, with that, any last shopping before we get to before Jackson Elias and his calls you guys on another rented truck in Lima and head to the steamer.
I mean, probably, but I don't know what by, so no.
Anybody? Anybody want to buy any last thing?
This feels like a.
Is this another hint? You're gonna have to spell it out for me. My character is smart, but I'm stupid.
It might be a hint. As I said, there's not as much stuff to buy in Puno. It's a way smaller town. So the amenities of the big city. Any last ideas?
I mean, like, do they not have like a compass in Puno? Could I get a compass?
You want to buy a compass?
Or-
You won't need to spend your money on that. I'm not gonna make you spend your money on that.
Okay.
You'll have it.
Um, you know what? I bought a first aid kit, but I should ask. Um, considering the state of people's sanity at times, do things like painkillers or um, hell, I don't know, heroin even help with that?
Little Coke?
It can help
We
you.
did that for free though. I was just
I would
sneaking to
sure.
Larkin's room.
You know
I'm
what?
gonna
I
go
was
buy.
just thinking we should buy heroin.
Oh my
It is
god.
it is for the viewers, the one viewer. Uh it is legal in this time period.
Sure, I'm gonna go out and get like some aspirin and some heroin.
Perfect. Okay. I don't know what the running uh what the street rate is for heroin
What?
these days.
Well, it's
What?
legal, so there's
That's
no street rate.
embarrassing
Yeah, that's
for you.
you're right. It's not. It's a we'll
The normal
just
rate.
I'm going to the heroin store.
you're going to the
That's
heroin store.
amazing.
Heroines are us. I'm gonna say $1 per bottle of heroin. Feels feels fine.
Incredible.
So as I stumble back with 10 bottles of alcohol and 5 bottles of heroin,
Yeah, you
and
look
I
like you're ready to party.
and I'd also like some aspirin the following morning, clearly.
Yes, for the hangover. So
um, Do we have a light source like a lantern or anything? Should we get a lantern?
That is a great suggestion. You
Okay.
do not have you will not have that unless you buy it.
I buy a lantern.
I think a flashlight would be better.
Oh,
I think both are fine.
maybe both. I'll
Oh,
get a lantern. You get a flashlight,
I'll get a
or I can get
flashlight.
both.
A flashlight will be a
Oh, wow.
dollar. A lantern, because of the oil, will be around $3.
You know
Okay.
what? I'm gonna do the thing where I get 4 flashlights
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh
Whoa.
because I'm
Yeah,
like
shit.
I'm out buying flashlights and I'm going.
that's
I should get a
crazy.
flashlight for everyone.
I'll buy a flare. I opened the Call of Cthulhu rulebook now. We're hot.
The professor flexing his Amex black card here, just buying for everybody.
In
I
fact,
think that's
I'll buy
about it. I
4
think that's about
flares.
all like that I could myself and my character because I could just start like looking it up, but I think this is all my character
We
would realistically think about. Like,
I see.
Fair enough.
how much was the aspirin?
Aspirin's about 50 cents.
All right, I'll go buy 2 bottles as well.
All right. Anything else?
Um, I bought
Oh,
flares. Should we get rope? Do we have rope?
You're gonna have rope.
yeah,
We'll say
probably.
that's part of like the little thing. A flare
Okay.
though, that'll be $1 per flare.
Okay.
I'd like to buy a guidebook that specifically says how to make it out of this game alive.
Ooh,
Unfortunately, I
interesting.
cannot provide you with that particular piece of literature.
They're all sold out, of
They
course.
are, unfortunately. I just ran out the other day. What a coincidence.
It doesn't
Literally
help that
just yesterday.
they have a
Find a
shortage
Bible.
after
That
that
is
fire.
crazy.
I know, could you believe it? I was like, I didn't think they'd sell out so
Yeah.
fast.
No. It's yeah. I'll share the flares. Everybody gets 1 flare.
Did you say you wanted to buy a Bible?
No.
Yeah.
You could. You don't have to buy one. You can just take it from the hotel room.
Sick. Yoink.
That's not very Christian
That's
of
my
you.
Bible
Is
now. Oh
is
wait, is it written in Spanish?
it is
Yeah,
written in
it's gotta
Spanish.
be.
Everything's written in. You're going to be hard to find an English written Bible.
Fuck. Let's find an English written Bible.
Roll for luck.
I'll
Oh
say
shit.
everybody
Luck
take a
roll.
flashlight as well because I bought one for everybody.
Okay.
Let's do a little bit of luck.
Let's see.
Ta-da!
You are
Ah,
Oh.
unable to find an English written Bible.
that's okay. I can remember a couple passages.
Dr. Franklin can translate for you whenever you feel like
Yeah.
getting your
I'm
religion
I'm
on.
not gonna be sitting there with a vampire in front of me and being like, Franklin, read this.
Oh,
Real quick
that'd be
read.
funny.
All right. All right. This will now be the. Oh my god, my voice cracked. This will be the final call. Any last? Don't make fun of me. Any last purchases?
Yeah, can I get a machine gun? No, I'm kidding.
Out of my game. You are now
Damn
removed
it.
from the session
No.
for silly suggestions like that.
Oh,
But you
let
guys
me.
should hear Jackson
Can I
Elias
get
now. Yep.
grenades?
Out of my game, removing everyone. Banned.
Damn. Good luck with 2 players, I guess. I
I
mean, you
know this.
can.
I'll make it
It'll be
work.
tough. Okay. Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
We are going to
Of
die.
course, I'm kidding.
Actually, considering where we're going is well, it may be better to get it there. Actually, a map of like the area, but I'm assuming it's probably better to get it there in the smaller town because they'll
So
have a local map.
So you're not going to spend too much time in Puno, and Jackson Elias is kind of taking the lead. There is no map from Puno to the actual like pyramid temple. That was like the whole thing about charting that expedition was finding that area. So
Okay.
there wouldn't be a map. There would only be from the research that Jackson Elias has done from what he could find out. So
Okay.
uh
I just had an idea of what my character would buy, and I need to know if they were available during the time. So they may have had something. Like like a laptop stand that you'd have like in bed with you to set your laptop on,
mhm.
like a writing desk to write on, but portable.
I
According to the Call of Cthulhu book, there is a folding writing desk for 1665.
yeah. All
Mm.
right, there you go.
Damn, I'll pay more for that than my gun. Yeah, no, I would.
I don't think it's gonna be that expensive. It's probably just like a couple bucks, right? Like maybe like $2, $3. I say, give me $2.50 for it.
All right.
In real life, Hex.
Yes, this is my
Man,
PayPal.
okay. Once again,
but
still okay. I've
but
spent $2.50 on worse.
but yeah, just take that out of your stuff, and yeah, you'll have it. Um, I will say now, your character should now be hearing outside of the hotel Jackson Elias kind of honking his horn and kind of like looking out the window of the truck and be like, "All right, guys, time to pack everything. We got to head out."
You start
James
packing.
is gonna really quick say a small prayer and head into the truck.
Yep.
All right. Jackson Elias gets out of the truck as he sees you guys kind of come down there. He begins to kind of help you guys like throw all your bags into the truck. And
That's good because I have like 7 bags.
yes, he looks at you and he's like, "Oh no, there's so many bags," and
Ah,
starts tossing them. And then he tries to be
sorry.
gentle with it, and he places the bag in the truck, and he's like, no, no problem, no problem. It's okay." So,
We can leave some of them behind.
I'm sorry.
We can leave some of them behind if there's not room. I just when I left home, I wanted to be prepared for all occasions.
It's no problem. It's better to be prepared than over prepared than under prepared. We got plenty of space on the steamer and the trucks, and I got us plenty of mules for later, and I'll get us plenty of mules for later once we get to Puno. And he starts throwing the bags, and once you guys kind of once everything's kind of packed up, he begins his drive kind of over to the port, which if we open the map will begin the trip over to Molendo. So now, for right now, everything is kind of calm. Again, the trip takes about 3 days. So you're gonna spend about 2 days, or about a day and a half on the steamer into the uh, on the steamer on the ocean, and after that, it'll take about another day to Puno, and then the third day to the ruins. Jackson Elias, you guys have like you guys have like you're sharing kind of a room on this boat for the day, and as everything kind of gets packed up, Jackson Elias he looks at you guys and he's a little concerned from what you guys have gone through, and he goes like, "Are you guys sure you can do this?"
Yes.
I mean, we ain't really got a choice.
Right? Who else is gonna do it? It's us or nobody.
just especially you, Josie. I just, you know, while I am glad you guys are here, I, I hope, I hope that you guys don't get hurt. I just, I'm really thankful for your time and for helping me and trying to get to the bottom of this.
Getting hurt is a part of life. I'll be fine.
And this is the right thing to do.
Jackson Elias shakes his head. Though you guys feel that cool ocean breeze, kind of from the steam from you can hear there's other people in the boat. And next, I would like everybody to roll a luck check for me.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Ooh.
Ooh,
We're real lucky.
yeah.
Mm,
Oh boy.
oh, James.
Well, most of us.
So who has the golden mask right now? Who's holding it?
That would be me.
James, you feel as if you're currently being watched.
While we're on the boat,
Yes.
James kind of like straightens up a little bit and kind of feels the hair on the back of his neck stand up, and he kind of just looks around, trying to see if he can spot somebody looking his way.
As you look around, you don't see it. You don't see really anybody watching you. It's just eerie because you feel like something is staring intently into your soul, but you can't quite make out who or what it could be.
James takes out the rosary that he bought and just kind of wraps it around his hand and starts praying.
James, are you okay? Jackson Elias kind of comes up.
James just kind of goes, "Huh? Oh, yeah. No, I'm just feeling a bit nervous. I mean, first time and all."
Okay, just it's we're just gonna be here. It's just gonna take about a day before we finally reach land. I'll be reviewing my notes in my room here in the corner. Let me know if you guys have need any information from me. We do when we make it to Puno. When I was talking to Professor Sanchez, there is a contact in Puno that we can talk to, who has a little bit more information on the site. If you guys want, we can talk to her, or we can just head straight to the ruins. I'll leave that decision up to you guys. And Jackson Elias, he kind of goes back to his corner and kind of begins, kind of study to make sure the direction he's going is correct.
Quick question. Should I roll for healing at the beginning of the day or the end of the day?
You should roll. Since we left, you got your sleep, so you ate your breakfast and then you went. So you can roll for healing in the morning.
Okay. Nailed it.
That's a fantastic roll.
Con. Well, okay. I guess that's probably more important.
All right. So the boat trip, kind of, it goes pretty smoothly. Aside from, James. And there's not much to do on the boat. So we're gonna go through it. And if we open the map, you'll see that you've landed in Mollendo. And Jackson Elias, straight from the boat, he's studying, and he doesn't leave far from the port where he hires another truck, and then your stuff gets unpacked. The dock workers are helping out because you're getting all the stuff from the boat, and everything is put onto the truck as you guys make another day trip to Puno. Now, there's something to say about Puno that's a difference from Lima in that Puno is in the mountains. Uh, so something that you guys should be noticing is that it is getting higher. The air is getting thinner. So I want everybody to roll a Constitution roll now.
Oh boy.
I'm afraid.
Damn, Jeff.
Oh God.
Yeah, you're fine.
Oh
boy.
no. No. Okay, so everybody except for Dr. Isaiah Franklin. You guys all of you are feeling some altitude sickness. You guys are gonna have symptoms for altitude sickness includes tiredness, headaches, dizziness, shortness of breath, and a little bit of nausea. Uh,
Hmm.
so while normal kind of everyday interactions, you're not gonna really kind of like you're gonna feel it a little bit, but it's not really gonna affect you. Any uh high degree of physical exertion will have a penalty to your rolls.
Sick.
Nice.
Except for Dr. Isaiah Franklin, you feel none of it. You are tanking it.
The
I
pristine
feel great.
athlete among us.
The consummate athlete here.
I want to go on record and say both my strength and size are below average.
Yeah.
But you don't feel
Some
it.
athletes are small.
Very true.
I mean,
My
they're usually
dexterity
pretty
is
strong,
also average.
Look,
So you guys are starting to feel it there on the truck. Jackson Elias, he turns to the three of you, and he goes like, are you three okay?
I feel like
Can
the
we pull
air
over
is
for a
like,
second?
Yeah,
yeah.
absolutely, absolutely. And he pulls kind of the truck over, and it is the morning of the next day. And I've moved you guys over to a map as you guys travel through.
James gets out of the truck and throws up in a nearby bush.
Oh, yeah, the air's a little thin up here. So Jackson kind of chuckles a little bit to himself.
Jethro's gonna go over to Isaiah and say, I know you bought some medicine and supplies. I've got the worst headache. Do you think you have anything for that could help?
I don't, but I do think I saw maybe Dr. Franklin. I think
I
he
think
bought
that's where
some.
she went to.
Oh, that's where she went. I am so sorry.
Yeah.
I
No, you're good.
apologize.
Actually, yeah,
You
yes, I do.
fool.
I did remember to buy some aspirin.
Oh, thank God, you're a lifesaver. Could I have one of those?
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, how much aspirin is in a bottle? I should probably keep track of the amount of
So
pills that I
there
have and not the
are
number of bottles.
there's going to be 20 aspirin. You are now -1.
Is that
Unless
per
you
I
bottle or total?
20 total pills.
Okay. So,
also have a bottle
so
of aspirin.
so 10 per bottle.
Yes.
Cool.
Oh,
All right, I now have 19. Assuming one
Once
does
James
the
is
trick.
done throwing up.
Josie sees this happening, thinks, oh, and then takes an aspirin also from her own supply.
All right, you guys are feeling a little better.
And she'll go and offer one to James. Mr. Whitaker, would you like an
James
aspirin?
James kind of gets up and wipes his mouth off. He goes, no, I'm alright. Hold on. And he just reaches into his back pocket and pulls out a stick of gum and just pops it.
You sure you're alright? You don't. Oh, okay.
Of course,
Alright.
yeah. No, my gum, it's mint flavored, and mint helps with an upset stomach.
Mhm.
I'll be alright. I just wish I had brought some water.
You didn't bring water? I'm sure Mr. Elias has some water. Have you not drunk
Elias, you got
since
any
we left?
water?
Elias kind of looks back and he goes like, "Oh yeah, absolutely. You can check us in. I have a couple there in the back seats, like around the floor. There's some bottled water there,
Oh,
and
thank
we have
goodness.
some more in the bags. One of the bags as well."
James walks up, grabs a bottle of water, really quick, spits out the gum into his hand, and then takes a swig of water, swishles, spits, takes another swig, swishles, spits, and then just starts chugging the whole bottle.
There's a thirsty boy.
I'm now just imagining that James hadn't had a sip of water in the day and a half since we left.
I would like everybody to roll a spot hidden roll for me, please.
Okay.
No one. I'm really
Oh
bad at
no.
those.
The water has one of those weird worms in it.
Hey, oh shit,
Uh,
that's impressive
right.
for me.
That's
Hot
a
damn.
Yeah.
our
Both of y'all.
I think we're missing one roll, or no? No, yeah, we were missing one roll.
Yeah. Should I roll again then since it's a new day?
For for your stats.
Or my
Yes.
Well,
Roll again.
strength. Okay.
Jethro, Josie, Franklin. Okay, so we're just waiting for spot hidden from James.
Oh, sorry. Let me get that.
Damn it, you're the one drinking the worm. You need to look for it.
So Jethro, you don't. This excludes you, but
Okay.
Franklin and James, you both notice that you're being followed. They're far away. They're kind of like if we're looking at kind of like the road that you guys are on, you guys would be like the truck stopped over here in, let's say, the middle, right? All the way back on top of the mountain, you can see that a couple people are watching you. Dr. Franklin, you notice them as pale white. And then Josie, with your extreme success, your vision is much better. Maybe it is the alcohol, the altitude sickness, but you notice them as the Karasiri, as the vampires.
Great.
And they're looking, and they're
And
not
there's
doing
two of
anything.
them?
They're just watching.
Is there just two of them?
There's just two of them, and they're just kind of looking at you guys.
Okay.
I think though I'll say this like lowly. I think those pale gentlemen are looking at us. They are sickly pale like the man we came across in the garage.
Oh. No,
That was a
I
parking
believe
lot, Franklin.
they're of the same manner of Mr. de Mendoza. Yes, I'm quite certain.
That would certainly explain the paleness.
Would you like me to shoot them? Oh, they're probably too far away from me.
Very
Who are we
Yeah,
American
shooting?
of
my
you.
rifle isn't of modern sniper rifle standards.
How very American of you.
Well, I assume
Ain't
they're
you
going to be a
American too,
problem.
Franklin?
Well, yes, but I don't just offer to shoot things on a whim. Crabs are
It's not
friendly
a
vampiric
whim.
creatures.
Listen, I think we should get in the truck and keep going. Obviously, they know where we're going if they're following us.
How far away are they?
They're pretty far.
Okay.
Like they're
I
up
mean, they're
on the.
definitely not in range of my rifle.
Yeah, they're not. They're not going to attack. Like they're
Yeah,
too
no, I
far.
figured not
And
in this moment.
yeah, like you could probably like maybe hit one of them with your rifle if you're a good enough shot.
I'm an excellent shot, but the range is. It just says 110. I don't know if that's.
Call of Cthulhu doesn't really like watch that. It's very theater of the mind. I just like maps because I think it helps
Okay.
people. Generally, like if I feel like it's too far, I can definitely throw in a penalty.
Got
For
it.
those moments. In this case, it's like if you get a hard success, I would say you could land it if you want to. But as like I said, they're definitely like not. They don't seem like they're gearing up for combat. They just look like they're watching, not doing anything else.
Okay.
James
Also,
is gonna get back in the truck.
fire a warning shot.
You're gonna fire a warning shot.
No, I'm putting it to
I
the
don't
group.
think that's a good idea.
All right.
They seen us, they know that we seen them. We might as well just keep going, but make sure we got our guards up.
Understood.
Reminds me of the wolves back home.
It reminds you of the. Sorry, what did you? The woo?
The wolves?
The wolves. Right.
Yeah. They every now and again they'd circle our pasture. Well, I've lost a couple of cows that way. So I think the best thing we can do is, and he reaches in under his flannel and pulls out his revolver. Make sure that we ain't caught by surprise.
Got it.
I also pull out my revolver, but like I basically flash the entire crowd when I do.
Oh. Gotcha. Okay.
Not flash as in myself. I mean the gun. I flash the gun.
Are you
Yeah.
sure?
Yes.
It has a custom engraving and shit.
You got
Sure,
a
I got it
custom order
done,
done
like-
in the day?
Yeah, he's
In
got-
one.
Okay, I'm sorry. How else was I supposed to know who the gun belonged to if I didn't put my initials in it? It's the same way with my
Eric, I bet
underwear.
your underwear.
Oh no, my rifle is engraved as well.
fucking
I
called it.
understand.
Dr. Franklin, the kind of guy to like carve his little initials in every bullet and picking up the casings after they get shot.
Someone has to be responsible.
Oh my god. Yeah, I doesn't want to litter.
All right.
I just in case it needs to be mentioned, Josie, now that they've left the city, is her rifle probably has a strap and she's been wearing it around her shoulder.
This is the time and place for that. So that is a great idea.
So it's easily accessible.
Very good.
So yeah, I should probably mention that my revolver chambers 12 gauge slugs.
Get out of my game. Banned.
Wow!
No.
Weirdly enough, mine says it has an auto hit function. Whatever that.
Oh, really? Does it have magic bullets too that automatically take monsters and
Funny-
then people's HP
Funny you
directly
should
to zero on
say
hit?
so. It's nicknamed the Cthulhu Killer.
Incredible.
Wow, you found a really strong weapon in the prologue.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
And for $5.
I know. Essentially like a 6-chapter long campaign, and he found the God Killer in the prologue. Who would have thunk it? Who would have placed it there?
Let's get going.
Anyway, so you guys, you see the looming threat watching you, and as you guys get back into the truck, more cautious than you were before, and you finish, you drive and finish your second day, and you make it to the very small village of Puno.